Have you ever wondered how humans, just another species of ape, ended up building cities, flying airplanes, landing on the moon, while other animals still roam forests or sadly disappear from them? How did we evolve to become the most intelligent species on Earth? And even though we've conquered the planet, are we really so different from other animals? Let's break it all down. Human intelligence didn't just pop into existence. It evolved over millions of years. Our ancestors, species like Homo habilis and Homo erectus, began using tools, walking upright, and developing larger brains. But what made us truly different was the ability to think abstractly, to plan, to imagine things that don't exist yet. A skill most animals simply don't have. Our brains grew larger not just in size, but in complexity. Over time, humans developed something we now call executive function, the ability to reason, delay gratification, and solve complex problems. Compare that to even our closest relatives, chimpanzees. They can use simple tools, recognize faces, even learn sign language to an extent. But they don't organize governments or write novels. A big leap in our intelligence came with language. Human speech is one of our most powerful tools. Unlike other animals, we can share ideas not just about the present moment, but about the past, future, and abstract concepts, like gods, justice, or love. This made collaboration possible on an entirely new level. Early humans could coordinate hunts, pass down stories, and eventually build cultures. Most animals communicate through sound or gesture, but their communication is mostly limited to immediate needs: danger, mating, food. Humans turned speech into something infinite. As we evolved speech, we also developed critical thinking, the ability to question, doubt, and reflect. This led to philosophy, science, and eventually technology. We didn't just adapt to our environment, we started reshaping it. Critical thinking let us ask, why is the sky blue? How can I fly? What makes things fall? And with writing and education, we could pass that knowledge down across generations, something animals can only do in small, instinct driven ways. With language, cooperation, and critical thinking, humans spread fast. We adapted to deserts, jungles, ice, even space. Today, there are over 8 billion of us. No other species comes close. But as we grew, other animals declined. Habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change, largely driven by human activity, have caused massive declines in animal populations. We're smart enough to dominate the planet, but are we wise enough to protect it? So, could any other animal ever become as intelligent as humans? The short answer is maybe, but it's unlikely. Some animals today show surprising intelligence. Dolphins understand complex social structures. Crows can solve puzzles and use tools. Elephants grieve their dead. Octopuses can escape enclosures and remember faces. But intelligence like ours took millions of years of very specific evolutionary pressures. Humans evolved big brains not just by chance, but because we lived in groups, faced environmental challenges, and needed advanced communication to survive. We developed fire, tools, farming, all of which created a feedback loop that accelerated our brain development. Most animals don't face the same pressures. They're perfectly adapted to their environments, and extreme intelligence isn't always an advantage. A chimpanzee doesn't need calculus to climb trees or find food. Could another species someday rise to our level? It's possible, especially if humans were no longer around. But it would take evolutionary timescales, tens or hundreds of millions of years. And honestly, we don't even know if intelligence like ours is the final form of evolution or just one strange branch of it. Here's the twist: we're still animals. We breathe, eat, sleep, feel pain, fear, joy. Our instincts still drive us. Think of how we react to food, sex, competition, or status. Despite our technology and philosophy, much of human behavior is deeply rooted in our biology. Our intelligence didn't make us not animals, it just made us animals with tools, with ideas, with responsibility. So, how did humans get so smart? Through evolution, cooperation, language, and critical thinking. We built cultures, technologies, and civilizations. But in that process, we've also threatened the very planet we depend on. Being the most intelligent species doesn't mean we're above nature. It means we have the power and the duty to protect it. Because at the end of the day, we're just animals who got really good at thinking,